Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. DestroyYesterday here again as your host. Today the video is going to be on the last part in the series of tips and tricks for beginners, part 5. It's going to be on vehicles and tech. So everything to do with that, how to get better upgrades and things, and how to combine things in order to be more successful when you're exploring and things, and how vehicles work. So first, we're going to start with the exocraft here. Before we get going, now if you have the double scanner like I do, so here it is, people have complaining that the signal boosters no longer can scan for buildings. Well, that is because it has been replaced by the exocrafts. If you have both scanners on there, go down here, you can scan for monoliths, ruins, abandoned structures, and drop pods. So you get everything plus more than the signal booster with the exocraft. I think the reason why they did that is because once you get to a planet, it just makes more sense to be able to scan it before you, after you land, rather than in space. But anyways, that is a trick right there if you want to look for abandoned structures and things. Another thing, this particular exocraft, I don't know how many people know this, but it can go on the water, unlike the other two. So if you have a base on a watery planet like I do, and you need to get from island to island, you can use this one. It goes on the water. Pretty cool. Also, L1, for PS4 anyways, is a boost for the exocraft. And X is to jump. So if you want to get somewhere faster, you can use that. You can also, many of you probably already know this, use this to summon your exocraft anywhere. So, pretty cool. Okay, next is the tech and ships. So, we go to Starship here, and you hold this arrow down here, it will tell you specific things about your ship, even before you even upgrade all of this stuff. So when you're looking to trade a ship, see if there's any bonuses right here, along with the class and how many slots. But many people have been wondering how the warp reactors work. Specifically, I've seen a lot of new players on Facebook that wonder how does this work. So each ship is already installed with a hyperdrive. It can go a certain amount of light years with that particular hyperdrive, just by itself, just the hyperdrive. As you can see right here, it tells me it can go 58 just by itself. Now, when you add these together and combine them, it will create a little blue hue called touch text synergy, which will make it go farther than usual. And you can go over here and check. So right now my ship can go 858 light years in one jump. That means one warp cell. You cannot use all of the warp cells at once to jump 4 times this number. This is as far as you can go in one jump. So each jump takes 1 warp cell. So remember that. Some people get confused on that. The shield is how much it can absorb somebody shooting you. So really it's the rate of how fast you're going to die. So the higher this is, the better. And by putting these things on, that will be higher. So I have 2 of them, just so if I want to attack someone. The 1.2, not quite sure exactly what that means, but obviously the higher this level is, the better. Damage potential is how much damage your guns can do to the other ships. 649, meaning I'm assuming that's damage per minute, is my guess. Because if it was damage per second, I don't think that's correct, because you could kill a ship almost instantly. But right now mine's pretty powerful. I can kill a ship within about 5 to 7 seconds, just with what I have right here. These and the phase beam, and the accelerated cooling, which means it'll cool faster. Looking at these, there's many different options to put on your ship. Some can be very confusing. Something that can help, though, is reading what it says about the ship. So look here, this improves the maneuverability. Some people I've heard of complaining of the ship is a little bit stiff now. if you put these in, it'll work a little bit easier for you and move better. Guns, many different types of gun. I have heard and seen, I don't use this, but the cyclotron ballista ones are the ones that do the most damage to other ships quicker. So if you want to do damage quick, use those. These other ones also work good. Rocket launcher, obviously, is a rocket launcher and it's sick. I've yet to actually install that yet. But that, I believe, can follow other ships once you lock on, by the way. Shields, obviously, that's what they are. Shields. Just increase your shield strength. So look here, it says 0.3, 0.1. So I'm assuming this is probably out of 5, is my guess, based upon where it is. So 1.2 out of 5, not the best, but not bad. So, and hyperdrives obviously will be in here when you install them. So, don't ever forget though to use this. This thing can really help you tell if your ship that you're getting or buying or trading is worth it. Also, when you're trading a ship with someone, if you land at a trading post, say, and you see a ship that you like, and you want to buy it, you can actually, it will inflict the price that your ship already is onto the other one, meaning you can switch ships and pay the dividends. So if this ship is worth 10 million and the one I want to buy is 12 million, you're only going to end up paying 2 million. So, but you will need to transfer everything over first. Now before you do that, if you have all of these, I say, before you buy that ship or switch it, you can dismantle these by holding R3 and get half of the amount of resources back that it took to build this. So no, you don't get everything back, but it does make it easier to rebuild it if you do want to switch. So keep that in mind. R3 will delete that and you'll get half the resources back. Now, freighter, since this is a vehicle. I have talked about this a couple times on my other videos, but once again, technology, you can warp with the freighter if it has a warp drive installed. Mine does not. You do need to buy a new one since the update in order to get that to work. Along with the freighter, like I previously mentioned, you cannot put biodomes in freighters and you have to use the trays. So if we look at this, just to show you, these and this is your best option in the freighter. It takes less complexity and you only have to charge this once to get all 4 trays. And the charging is the exact same amount as it takes to charge the one. So that can come in really handy since you can't put biodomes on freighters. Another important thing, don't install technology just to install it. If you're not going to use it, there's no point in using those resources to install it. So only install what you know for a fact you're going to use and what works for your type of play. You can also get the technology section here for ships. Mine doesn't have any. I don't have a ship that currently does. But when you buy one, they can have those there. Okay. Also, when you're flying, I'll just show you here real quick. So a lot of people wonder, like, you take off here and circle and you go fast, and you don't want to go that fast. Well, on PS4, if you hold R2, you'll go forward, but at a much slower rate. See? And it caps off at about 120 U's a second, whatever that means. I don't know exactly how fast that is, but a lot slower than this, which is quite a bit quicker, so you can see things easier. So that's a pretty neat trick. Now, next I want to show you, which is the end of this video. It's going to be a shorter video than usual. I had pretty much told you everything that I know about the game, according to tips and tricks to help you succeed. Is another way to make money. Now, I'm not talking about farming. I'm not talking about running around and gathering materials and selling them. I'm talking about scanning. With this new update in 1.34, they have added a significant boost to the scanning. So, look at your multi-tool. It really does help if you have one that has tons of slots, as you see here. Same things apply. Over here, scanner range, mining yield, which is 165 per minute. If you keep it up. Mine is really quick because of this. so pretty cool. And damage, how much damage it'll do if you're shooting a sentinel or have you, and scanner range is 315.6 U's. That's how far mine can go, so pretty far actually. But that's not what I wanted to mention. Obviously you can build tons of stuff here. I recommend the grenades to destroy buildings quickly, and the beam focus combat and things like that are really good. Can really increase. And I can kill a sentinel in like 2 seconds and mine a whole rock of iron in about 3 seconds. So pretty good. Now, final thing for this video is the ability to make money with the scanners here. So if you look here, if you read what it says in extension, this upgrade unit boosts the resolution of botanical scans and for fauna, of course, the creature scans. It increases the value of new discoveries. Now, everything varies, of course, but when you scan something now, if you have all of those, all the way up to Theta, Sigma, Tau, and Theta, you can make almost 300,000 units per planet if you scan a bunch of stuff. And if you finish it all, you'll get even up, you can get almost to 1 million per planet. So, I've scanned pretty much everything on this planet, but you can get, if you have all of them, up to 80 to 100,000 units per creature scanned. This varies, of course, depending on if they're rare or common or uncommon, if you look over here. So, rare ones will get you, I think, almost 120,000 units, and uncommon start, I think, about 80,000 units. Now, do not quote me on that, but you can make a really good amount of money if you have all of those upgrades by just simply scanning it. For instance, if you just started and you don't have a base, that can come in really handy. So, I don't have all of them yet. See, I have 1 and 2 of each of them. I've yet to find the other. The Theta ones are usually harder to find, but you can buy them at Viking space stations for, I think, 100 to 150 nanites. So, pretty cheap. And those can significantly increase your chances of making money consistently. So, if you guys have any questions on things that I didn't cover or you don't understand, feel free to either message me on Twitter or on here or comment, and I will either make a video out of your question, if it's a big enough question, or I can simply help you out. So feel free. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hope you guys enjoy this. Take care.